What's up, guys? My name is Elias, and The Mandalorian and Grogu is officially in theaters, so it's time to watch, review, and rank every Star Wars movie. And continuing our watch list is the most promising and first movie of the sequel trilogy, 2015's The Force Awakens. Acting as the technical seventh episode in the Skywalker saga, The Force Awakens laid the groundwork and foundation for what could have and should have been the best trilogy in the franchise, though all of that potential was sadly squandered in the sequels. The first time I watched the trailer for this back in 2014, I had goosebumps. The first live action Star Wars since Revenge of the Sith, the continuation of the Skywalker saga, J.J. Abrams directing. I mean, it all just sounded really promising. And honestly, what we got as a return to this world was a fun, entertaining homage to the OG trilogy, effectively infusing that same adventurous vibe into the film's DNA. A promising start to the modern era of Star Wars, if you will. The Empire has been replaced with the First Order, and they're just as ruthless as ever. This time, however, Adam Driver's Kylo Ren is not only essentially the new Vader, but also his grandson, so you know he's got some anger issues. I loved seeing his pops Han Solo return with my boy Chewbacca to really drive home that nostalgia factor. But Han, Leia, and Chewie not sharing a scene together in the whole movie was kind of criminal, especially because Han Solo bit the dust by his son, no less. Like, how do you kill Han in the first movie that you bring him back in? Newcomers Rey and Finn, played by Daisy Ridley and John Boyega respectively, prove that Star Wars always has room for new blood. Rey is a wandering junker with a mysterious past, while Finn is a rogue stormtrooper on the run from the First Order, and they're both solid canvases to build the future of the franchise off. I think I'll expand my opinions on Rey's origin when I talk about The Last Jedi, but The Force Awakens truly sets up Finn to be a top 5 character. How? Well, imagine how awesome it would have been to see a Force-sensitive stormtrooper turn to the light after deciding numerous times to run away from the conflict, then become a Jedi against the First Order and defeat Kylo Ren within the ranks. Instead, after movie 1, Finn becomes a glorified side character instead of a co-lead, with Disney opting to focus on Rey over the guy we opened up episode 7 with. I do love the big battle in the third act between Kylo Ren, Rey, and Finn, as it clearly exposes Rey's potential as a Force wielder, Finn's undying determination and resilience, and Kylo's ferociousness. One thing I noticed rewatching these movies is just how different the choreography is for each trilogy. The OG trilogy saw lightsaber duels almost like a game of wits. No real finesse to it, but one well-timed swing could mean the killing blow. The prequel trilogy showcased how rapid yet precise and technical lightsaber duels could and should be, and the sequel trilogy displayed a more knight-like quality with slower, more powerful strikes like Star Wars in the medieval times or something. The movie is still ultimately a waste of newer characters like Captain Phasma and Snoke, more on him during The Last Jedi, and it has the vibe of both the OG and prequel trilogies, which ultimately hold it back from attaining an identity of its own. But The Force Awakens is just pure, unadulterated fun that set up a lot of things we simply never saw paid off in a satisfying way, albeit with epic visuals, stellar performances, surprise deaths, and a whiff of nostalgia. Real quick though, before I give you my final thoughts, if you want to know my official rating of the movie, click the link in the description below and check me out at Letterboxd at Takes with Eli, along with my other socials where I post stuff like this all the time. But let's get back to it. Overall, The Force Awakens could have been a start to the best trilogy in the Star Wars universe, but was ultimately squandered once Rian Johnson came along for the sequel. I love J.J. Abrams' direction, but if he had took the reins for each film instead of just doing the first and third ones, at least the sequel trilogy could have one cohesive vision. Alone, it's a super entertaining and professionally made entry in the franchise. As part of a grander story at large, though, it hurts watching this one, knowing where it all goes. But that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and get in my comments with your thoughts on 2015's The Force Awakens, as well as what Star Wars movie you're excited for me to talk about next. But until then, take care and God bless.